Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Hatoful Boyfriend, Holiday Star. I'm Kamchak Fisco. Come join me for our new feathery adventure.
The king's picture book. This was a poor little quail. One day the quail was tricked by a bad bird and killed. The quail was put onto the train with the night sky, along with the other birds who had died. Where was the train going? It must be a terrible place at the end of the line. The quail was so scared and so afraid it thought its little heart would burst. But the train stopped for a little while. Apparently even galactic trains have to wait for signals. The quail was too scared to stay on the train, so it jumped off. There was a dark, dark room there. There was nothing in it but a chair with a little candle. There was no one else. There was no one else there. The quail sat on the chair and cried. Why did this happen? It was betrayed by its friend and forced onto a strange train. What would happen next? The quail thought and made a station. Maybe if there's a station, someone will come by to play. The quail made a station and lit a candle and waited. Time passed. Birds came. The dark room became a beautiful kingdom. The candle became a grand lighthouse. The chair became a royal throne. And the quail became the king. Those who come to the kingdom become one with the king. The king is all and all are the king. No one is hurt and no one has any sad thoughts. The birds of the holiday star lived happily. Happily ever after. How nice. How very nice. But it's not real, dude.
Happiness is here. Happiness and nothing else.
But it's not happiness. It's emptiness.
The king thought if everyone is one, no one will be afraid. So little by little, the king absorbed everyone on the holiday star, and now we are one.
I don't feel like I understand you at all, even after that huge monologue. He's so lonely, he wants friends, but he doesn't want his friends to quarrel, so he absorbs them all. You're quite a storyteller, Your Highness, to use a few hundred lines to express what I just did in 3. In other words, the whole place is basically a cult of loneliness and crazy peer pressure. What's good about having everyone together, Mr. King? No one gets to play their own part. If Oko-san were here, he'd say something like, everyone is different and everyone is good, Mr. King. And then he'd slap you. Even now that you're the king, you're still a small, frightened quail. You ran and hid in your shell, and now you're safe in your own private kingdom. I suppose you were right. If everyone is one, no one gets hurt. But there's no one on this fake star but you, Your Majesty. As long as you stay here, you'll be alone.
The king said, it's not the king's fault. The king was not the only one who wished for this. All who came here accepted it gladly. Even the ones like you, who were angry at first. In 2 days you will be the king's best friends. You are the ones who are wrong. It is you who are wrong. You're not right.
Holy shit. There's your symbolism right there.
The king, and that king, and this king, and all of these kings are so happy. But you want to hurt the king, and this king, and that king. Everyone has to be good on this star. If we are not one, then someone will surely hurt someone else. The king said, let us become happy together.
Dude, that's not gonna work. If Shu stays here, it's not gonna go down like that. I've rechecked everywhere I went, but I haven't seen any of the doors. It's one hallway from start to finish. Looks like this pass must be hidden too well for the naked eye to see. The last room should be where I'll find Professor Naneki. Or, wait, didn't Kamchak say he was Hitori no Nemo in this world? Anyway, there should be a quail here somewhere, but he's singled out for poor treatment. Do you really have to hide him away like this, Your Majesty? Hmm? The voice echoes faintly in the dark corridor. One of the king's underlings? I don't see it anywhere. Jimmy, you there? Ozaki, you... Leon!
I can't stay connected for very long. Listen up. The teacher here, Naneki Kazuyaki, is starting to show abnormal brain activity. He's probably falling into a coma.
I'm trying to find him right now, but it looks like the man behind all this has hidden him somewhere.
I thought as much. Naneki's brain activity is dropping. He may not be able to regain consciousness.
Meaning he alone is proceeding more rapidly to the disconnect of the mind and body.
Unfortunately. I'm going to administer psychotropics to you and Naneki in 60 seconds. In small amounts. It would look brilliant if you failed the mission because I overdosed you.
So my job is to concentrate and find the professor while the high lasts.
Exactly. You should have about 2 minutes. Good luck.
Leon fades away like a puff of smoke. This isn't the first solo search and rescue mission I've had to do. But all the same, it is reassuring to see that unshakable cockatiel's face, even if just for a minute. It's almost time. If the Plansphere was right, the path down to the last star should be between Sakuya and Ryuta's room. That magnificent artist did get rid of the clouds for us. It would be a waste if we didn't let any of the nice moonlight in here. The boost should last 2 minutes. At least the area is pretty small. Let's hope that the king can't beat me at my own game.
So, the officers are just as willing to use illegal substances as the ground operatives? I can't believe it. There's something very wrong with the Dove Party.
We are like cogwheels. We service parts of the machine far larger and more important than ourselves. You should know it as well as I do.
Unfortunately, I cannot even begin to comprehend such groveling ideas. I'm not here for the system. The system is here for me. Anyway, I administered the amounts you said to your underling and the quail there.
Thanks. And now all we can do is brightly and massively prevent the victims' bodies from losing too much heat and wait to see how everything turns out.
Well, that's, optimistic. The drugs acting on my physical body are having more of an effect on my dream consciousness than I'd expected. Every sensation deepens and expands. If only I could enter this state at will. Well, there's the door. I can see a crack in the wall. I hadn't noticed it before, but the light is seeping through. It must be the light from the bird's soul, like the migrant was talking about. The wall should be fragile here. This is just like Sakuya's tea party. Break it open and be on my way.
We can't let you do that, traveler.
You were not invited here. Please stop doing such terrible things. Well, hello there, yokels. What's with the long faces? I'm just here to pick up a friend. He's gotten stuck in here by mistake, you see. I'm not going to do anything to hurt you. Mind letting me by?
Why do you do such terrible things? You must not open this until everyone is done. Everyone is won.
No room for negotiation, then. I was hoping this would go down more smoothly, but oh well. If you don't move, I'm going to make you.
That's mean. The king's scared of birds like you. The king asks, are you trying to break another egg?
The citizens, who appear to have morphed into the king, address me accusingly.
What a mean thing to do. You break eggs, you think nothing of it. So many eggs. I wonder what the children inside were like. Those lives that couldn't live. Poor eggs. Don't you feel sorry for them? The king knows. The king knows that long ago you broke an egg out of your own selfishness.
So this is how the king fights back. I don't know how he figured out my secret, but in any case, it's a very precise attack. The king himself is on his throne. Yeah, isn't that what... He accidentally broke an egg, and he put his brother in that egg's place, which is how Sakuya became royalty. So yeah, he accidentally did kill the future royalty of the Labelle family. The king himself is on his throne. The citizens should be as small parts of the whole, but maybe they share his consciousness and abilities. This is my job. I'm here to rescue everyone from school. You trapped one inside this wall, so I'm breaking this wall. Any questions?
That poor chick who could never hatch.
Please, try not to get distracted. My past has nothing to do with the fact of why you're in my way.
You poor bird. The king thought you should not have to suffer anymore.
Suddenly the king is carrying eggs and dropping them at my feet. Before I know it, there's nowhere left to stand but on broken eggs.
The king said the king can lift the bird from your shoulders. The king can take away your pain. So come, become one with the king.
How much does he know? He's aware of the guilt I've carried with me ever since I broke my brother's egg, anyway. But he seems to have misunderstood. Thanks, but no thanks. You're asking me to hand my guilt over to some complete stranger. Please tell me you're joking.
The king said, "Do you like pain?" The king does not understand it.
Yeah, I didn't think you would. I don't think you ever will. Like you said, I dirtied my hands with a crime, and I can never take it back. A life lost will never return. The past does not change. The least I can do is remember. I will always carry this with me. This pain is mine, and you can't have it.
You know well what it means to suffer. But if you break the king's egg, you will only suffer more.
Suffering, indeed. I don't think you'll understand. This pain is part of me. Your egg is already rotten. Isn't it a little much for you to ask me to accept your sympathy? He's got a gun. The king's shadow disappeared like a morning fog in the sun. I can see the stairway to the bottom of the maze. A friendly and considerate man. I imagine an eternity spent with him would be full of happy days. My sentimentality is dying down, in contrast with the high from the drugs in my bloodstream.
My personal thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. You all are awesome viewers. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. It means a lot to me, and I do hope you enjoyed. You all take care of yourselves. If you want to see more of me, keep the video on the list, or stay tuned for more. Feel free to leave a comment below, and please remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. In the meantime, fare thee well, everybody.